calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go. I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hit his side of the story. So she tried to be and say, the stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, and I'm about to be the thing. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
What up, y'all? I don't know who Narda is. No, I don't. Hit that like button. Share, share, share. Come on. Share the topic.
Hi everyone, this is Michael Brook from Rapid Couples Counselling, and this brief video is called The Goldilocks Zone of Relationships. Now, in astrological terms, the Goldilocks zone refers to the distance from a star that a planet needs to be in order for life to be maintained. So let's say you have a sun here and you've got a planet. If the planet's too close to the sun, water boils off, the surface gets too hot and no life is possible. If it's too far away from the sun, then the planet becomes cold and too cold for life to be sustained. And so the Goldilocks zone is not too close to the sun, not too far away from the sun. It's just right. Now, in astrological terms, it's 0.3 to 0.5 light seconds from a G-class star, and we have a G-class star. There's a Goldilocks zone in relationships where it's really important for you to be not too close to your partner, not too far away from your partner, but just right. And when I talk to a lot of couples, when a lot of couples come to see me and their relationships in crisis, it's because they're not living in the Goldilocks zone. They either spend way too much time apart and their lives are completely disconnected, or they're spending way too much time together and they never get any time apart. Distance is important in a relationship because absence makes the heart grow fonder. Too much distance means that you're not having the level of connection and emotional intimacy that nurtures the relationship. Too much closeness in a relationship where you never get time apart means you don't get the chance to miss each other. And absence does make the heart grow fonder. Spending time apart increases desire in your relationship for each other. So it's really important for you to have a good relationship, for you to have time apart and time together. The problem is relationships typically will degrade if you never get any time apart or you never get any time together. So if there's a Goldilocks zone where you're getting just the right amount of time together and time apart. Now, between the two different people, you can have different versions of what the Goldilocks zone is. One person might want to spend a lot more time with their partner than their partner wants. The other person might want to spend a lot less time with their partner than their partner wants. And so finding a middle ground where there's the Goldilocks zone in terms of time together and time apart is what's critical in maintaining desire in a relationship. So spending time apart, having the appropriate amount of distance between you and your partner is actually really important. So I hope this has helped.
You know, I'm proud of myself, Andy. Because I come with some pretty cold topics, brother. Come on, Andy. Hey, every now and again, ding, I gotta pop my own collar, brother. I come with the topics, man. The topics the people want to hear. And I think it's important that we have these types of discussion. If this is your first time tuning into the Voice of Reason, again, you know, we have conversations here, discussions. And Zoe hates monologuing. So I really encourage the callers to call in. It's a non-judgmental space. You can call in and share your thoughts and opinions on the topics that I present, because I really want us to get comfortable having rich, difficult conversations. Because let's just be honest, for the most part, a lot of people in relationships, we don't have these conversations normally. Andy, am I lying? Andy, put your headphones on real quick, Andy, before I go to the phone lines. You know, the number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Now, Andy, you've been manning this show for has it almost been,
It was like 2 years.
It's almost 2 years, right?
Yes, sir.
That 2 years flew by.
Flew by like a month.
Wow. Okay, so let me just say, of the conversations that I've been having, Andy, how many of these conversations have you had in your relationships prior to hearing this show?
None.
Do you see what I'm saying? That's all I needed to know. Because again, we don't have these conversations. These are not typically the type of conversations intimate relationships engage in. And tonight is no different. Within relationship, how close is too close? And how good are you at managing closeness and distance? Does your partner allow you to have you time, your space, away from folk? She the folk. Away from her? Do you allow her the same thing? And how long do you get to stay away? And how long should you be up under? My mom, that's how my mama used to say, up under each other. I don't need you up under me right now. A deeper look at the importance of distance and closeness when you're up close and personal in an intimate relationship. Heavy topic. You already know what I like to do. I like to ask questions. Does your relationship with your significant other feel like a long distance relationship even though you guys live in the same house? Andy said, wow. Is that the case for some people? What are enmeshed relationships? 1-800-920-1580. Is your relationship close, intimate, both, or neither? Should I say neither or neither? Let me read that one again. Is your relationship close, intimate, both, or neither? For the neither people. Is it possible to be close in a relationship? If so, for how long? Until you need to come up for air. Is closeness like holding your breath? Ooh, wow. Eesh. Agree or disagree? Closer relationships aren't necessarily the better relationships. Oof. Ooh, true or false? Because the term closeness is vague. In what? Let me do it again. Let me do it again because I want y'all to get all of this. This is a long question, so I want you to follow me. True or false? Because the term closeness is vague, in that you can physically be close, but emotionally distant, or vice versa, Relationship scientists define the term as the degree to which your own self-concept includes aspects of your relationship partner. This is referred to as inclusion of other in self, or IOS for short. That's a heavy question. I want to do it again because it's a powerful question. True or false? Because the term closeness is vague in that you can be physically close but emotionally distant, or vice versa. Relationship scientists define the term close as the degree to which your own self-concept, this is heavy, includes aspects of your relationship partner. This is referred to as inclusion of other in self, or IOS in short. Now, let's just give you that question in layman's term. Right? The true you, your self-concept. Can your self-concept start to feel claustrophobic when your partner is loving on you, nurturing, hugging, kissing, wrapped up, want to be up under you all the time? Does your sense of self, your self-concept say, in your, your self-concept talks it to you. It'll be talking to you. It don't be talking to them. Your self-concept will say, you know what, this is enough. Oh my God, this is like an intimate chocolate scarf wrapped around my neck. I need space. Is that what it is? Somebody get in here and talk to me. Do you want your partner to be closer to you? Do you feel lonely in your relationship? Heavy stuff. How close do you really need to get to your partner? Think on this for a moment. A study showed that people who yearn for a more intimate partnership and people who crave more distance in their relationships are equally at risk for having a problematic relationship, says the study's leader or lead author, David M. Frost, PhD of Columbia University, Mailman School of Public Health. I need to read that again because I want you guys to soak that in. A study found that people who yearn for more intimate closeness with their partner and people who crave more distance from their partner are equally at risk for having a problematic relationship. This is according to David M. Frost, PhD of Columbia University. The clip we played earlier talked about something called the Goldilocks zone. And that clip explained I would say in astrological terms or cosmological terms, the placement of the planets with regards to their distance from the sun. All of the planets, even Pluto, are within something called the heliosphere, right? The sphere of influence of the sun. Helios is the Greek word for sun, right? But all of those planets are in different positions. Mercury is too close, so Mercury gets burnt up. No water, no atmosphere. Mercury gets toasted, right? Pluto is too far. It's basically a chunk of ice, right? But there is a planet that is in the Goldilocks zone. And you know what that planet is? Hometown Earth turf. I'm on the turf of Earth right now. And it's the only planet that's in the Goldilocks zone. Right? Venus, which is right in front of us, too close to the sun. Mars, which is right behind us, too far away. Isn't this interesting? Have you discovered the Goldilocks zone in your relationship, where you have balanced closeness and distance? Because clearly you need both in order to have a healthy relationship. Come on, Andy. Andy, put on his headphones, take them off, put them back on, take them off. Come on, Andy, get in here.
I feel like you're speaking my life right now.
Your life.
My life.
Okay, all right.
Let me try to summarize this real quick. So, prior to me getting this gig, you know what I mean? The pandemic, shout out to the pandemic.
Shout out to the pandemic. COVID in the house. No, what are we doing?
The pandemic is where, I found love, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I wasn't working. Thank God. Like I said, thank God for the pandemic because I was getting, that good old unemployment.
Right.
Okay, I didn't really have to work. You know what I mean? So, but anyways.
So you were just on vacation, chilling.
I was on vacation, chilling, and I pretty much spent literally every day with my lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
This opportunity came up, and I was like, yo, this everyday stuff ain't gonna crack no more. And our schedules clash during the week. You know what I'm saying? When she getting off work, I'm pulling up over here. So we don't see each other at all during the week. So I guess, what was that middle ground thing that you called it?
The Goldilocks zone.
The Goldilocks zone
Yeah.
is our weekends.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? So Friday night, pull up on her, and we pretty much chill for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And it's funny, too, because sometimes she'd be like, well, don't you want to hang out with your homies, your friends? Because I don't kick it with nobody during the week.
Mm-hmm.
And she just like, sometimes don't you want to go chill with your homies? And part of me, I feel like if I do that, I'm taking away from quality time with her. Because it's only two days that we truly have with each other. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I also have an appreciation for the fact that she's like, look, I don't want to take all of your time. You can go chill with your boys. So it's challenging sometimes because I do have my homies reach out to like, hey, yo, bro, when you gonna come through and chill?
You be like, it's girlfriend weekend time.
Okay. And then during the week, it's already difficult.
Ooh,
so
Andy in here being transparent. Andy's one of my guests tonight. I love the voice of reason live on KBLA Talk 1580. I want to know, are you and your partner currently experiencing a Goldilocks zone? Or are you guys in the frost or in the heat? You tell me when we come forward. I'm going to break it down a little further and we go into the phone lines.
The Goldilocks zone. Babe. Anything goes. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that song. No.
Starting at $0 a month.
All right, y'all, get these phone lines cracking. Everybody hit that like button. We 7 likes down. We 8 likes down. Come on, y'all, hit the super chat. Say what's up. The Michael Jordan of radio. Big up, Zoe. You already know what it is. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button. Don't forget, hey, I'm going to say this right now. That he is risen is leaving. I'm packaging them up and shipping them out. Brothers, y'all want the he is risen? Y'all know what it is? A male enhancement pill, a libido pill that was created by world-renowned herbologist Dr. Russell Harrison, exclusively for the Zoe What Show. If you want it, go to my website, MrZoeWhat.com. The only thing I ask is if you buy a bottle of pills, that's going to deal with one head. I want you to buy a book to deal with the other head. Can y'all do that for your brother? 1 pill a day keeps embarrassment away. Womp, 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 womp.
Let's see. How's your playlist today? No. Just like,
Listen, man, like these youngsters, man, be trying to come for my playlist. Youngsters be trying to come for the playlist. Y'all playlist is really goofy, though. Like, if we just go with y'all playlist.
Well, I'm a millennial. We're good. It's the Gen Zs and X's.
Y'all be like, yeah.
That's not us. That's the ones after us. We got good music. 91 and up.
Oh, 90s. 90s?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, I'll give you the 90s.
Okay.
Because the 90s, I lived in the
I'll
90s. I was there making the 90s music.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. The fuck?
Partner in relationships. In other words, the fearful avoidant attachment style. Then in this video, we're going to cover 4 major strategies to develop a lot more closeness and it's healthy for both of you in the relationship. If you're the fearful avoidant listening to this, then this is also some important information just on what can help you in relationships, what needs you should be expressing, things that will really help you feel more deeply connected. And if you're not familiar with what fearful avoidant really means, the fearful avoidant attachment style is basically one of 4 major attachment styles or love styles that we have in relationships. Literally every single person has an attachment style, and it's sort of a subconscious set of rules that you learn about how to love. And our fearful avoidant is the partner in relationships that tends to really blow hot and cold. And it can sort of feel like a pendulum is swinging, where they're really all in, really invested, really present, and then that pendulum can really shift the other direction, or it can feel like they can become quite avoidant, sort of stonewall, ice people out, close down. And all of this in and of itself, in terms of unhealthy coping mechanisms, is actually the result of unhealthy things that this person was taught about how to love. It often dates back all the way and has its origins in childhood. So, first and most important thing to recognize is if you're trying to build more closeness with a fearful avoidant attachment style, every fearful avoidant sort of has a Goldilocks zone. They have this space where if you get too close to them, they can swing to their avoidant side because they tend to feel overwhelmed and afraid of too much closeness and too much vulnerability, especially early on. And on the flip side of that, if there's too much distance, they can feel anxious and rejected and frustrated and either come on really strong, or when a fearful avoidant feels rejected, they may actually close down and become more avoidant as well. So think of the fearful avoidant as having both sides to that continuum. They can really swing back and forth, and there's no, particular thing where it's like, hey, if they feel anxious and they feel like they're more on their anxious side, they'll only express anxious behaviors. That's not the case with fearful avoidance. If they're feeling anxious because of too much distance, that can also cause them to close down or shut off. So it can really go either way. Now, it's important to be on the receiving end of some of these things that you do healthy things, like set a deadline, like don't invest, in an open-ended way in the relationship forever. What I always say to people is if your relationship's in some sort of rocky place, set a deadline, do as much work as you can within that deadline period of time, really invest everything, try new things, communicate your needs, share boundaries, discuss things more vulnerably.
Whoa! I didn't know she was gonna come in and hit us with the attachment styles. This is a heavy topic already. Tonight's topic, we want you guys to get involved within intimate relationships. How close is too close? Are you in a relationship with distance? Ooh, distance is probably a better relationship than closeness. Closeness with your partner. We want to know, what are your thoughts tonight? What are the potential consequences of being in an enmeshed relationship? How can you determine if your relationship is close, intimate, both, or neither? Heavy stuff. What factors should be considered when determining how close you need to get to your partner? Do you agree with the study's finding, the study that we mentioned earlier? Do you agree with the study's finding that yearning for more intimacy or more distance can also lead to a problematic relationship? Why or why not? Can you explain the concept of the Goldilocks zone in your relationship and its significance to you? We want to know. How can emotionally bonded individuals still maintain their independence in a healthy relationship? What are the potential benefits of enjoying time alone and independent time with close friends while you're in an intimate relationship? It's getting deep in here. What are some of the signs that a relationship may be too close? When I come forward, the voice of reason would like for you to answer those questions. What you know about that Troop record? I want to keep you next to me. I want to keep you next to me. I want to keep you next to me. I probably sound crazy as hell. I can't hear myself. All right, yo, 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 yo. Callers. I need y'all to get in here. Attila. You cannot tell me, Attila, that this topic ain't tailor made for you. Miss JB! Whoop, whoop. Oh, the topic is crazy tonight. Within intimate relationship, how close is too close? So look, I'm gonna drop some questions. And as I drop these questions, you know, you'll get a better idea of what we're talking about tonight. Miss JB is in the building. Yo, JB, this is a hell of a topic. You should call in. Once you get the feel of what we laying down, once you get the feel of what we cooking, you should definitely call in. Everybody, yo, everybody, hit that super chat. We have no super chats 30 minutes in. You already know this show moves quick. I need y'all to get busy. Oops. I'm accidentally texting people. I ain't supposed to text. Yo, look, come on, look at God. Everybody, please thank her. Please.
Los Angeles city government. The system was created to connect LA's diverse communities to City Hall. While nearly 1,000 board members are volunteers, they are also public officials elected to office by the leaders of their community. Many councils advocate on issues like homelessness, housing, land use, emergency preparedness, public safety, parks, transportation, and sustainability.
Everybody, thank everybody. Truemonger, thank you, brother.
Services to their various communities. Neighborhood councils are open to participation by anyone who's a part of the fabric of daily life in the same community.
Yes, I'm doing a radio show, Sunday Winter. You want to call in? Call in, Sunday Winter. Call in.
LA.org. That's empowerla.org. It's time to think globally, but act locally. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 15.
Ooh. What tea is that? Is that the tea I gave you? What is that?
That's the cinnamon one.
I like it.
You don't have no more mint tea. You only have 2 tangerine left.
I told you I got boxes of tea.
I'll take it.
Yeah. What up, what up, what up, what up? Hey, share the live, y'all. Share the live. Listen, Miss JB came in here and clowned. Truemonger came back with a 360 dump. You know, we try to do about $100 a show. We're already at $60 even. All right?
Thank you, True. We love you.
Yes, and Miss JB. We got to thank Miss JB.
Yeah, Miss JB, girl. Thank you, girl.
And all my lurkers in here, people that are watching that ain't saying nothing, at least say hello. At least say hello, Miss Morris. What up, Miss Morris? Call in.
Oh, hey.
Miss Morris, do you like the show?
Live in 20.
Live in 20.
Clip after the drop.
Yep. Hey, can somebody give Miss Summer or Sunday Winter the topic?
You're listening to the voice of reason with Phil Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Just had a fight with my mom over something trivial told. We really had confrontation, and everything I said really was wrong. So I think she get it from my mom. Her bitterness passed down the road. Stick attack when I'm coming out of trauma. She's in the defensive to listen up on Looking at, I got problems. You got the type of rest that I need. I couldn't get through on the emergency. They know it's holding up the time that I need. It's me working up being so great. What's the time zone if it's only easy? So I figured I'd call as early. Turn the lights down, mercy. I got friends who need me. So just lay back in my hands. So everybody tuning in. So
One of the frequent and painful paradoxes of romantic life is that the more we get to know and love someone, the harder it can be to summon up any sincere wish to sleep with them. Intimacy and closeness, far from fostering deeper sexual desire, can be the very ingredients that destroy excitement. whereas having only just recently met a person and not feeling too much for them can set up awkward yet compelling preconditions for wanting very badly to take them to bed. The conundrum is sometimes colloquially referred to as the Madonna-whore complex. It can sound offensive and reactionary, phrased like this, as if the problem applied to only one gender and might at some level condone or even promote the very dynamic that it describes. And yet, the phrase circles something highly significant, always contemporary and of relevance to every gender. It might, for heterosexual women, be known as the Saint Brute complex. It was Sigmund Freud who first drew attention to our difficulties connecting love with desire in an essay of 1912 titled On the Universal Tendency to Debasement in the Sphere of Love. Of many of his patients he wrote, "Where they love, they have no desire, and where they desire, they cannot love." In seeking to explain the division, Freud pointed to two facts connected to our upbringing. First, in childhood, we are generally brought up by people we love deeply, and yet towards whom we cannot express sexual feelings, frightened as we are by a strict incest taboo. And second, as adults, we tend to choose lovers who in certain powerful, though unconscious ways, resemble those whom we loved most dearly as children. Together, these influences set up a devilish conundrum, whereby the more deeply we come to love someone outside of our family, the more strongly we are reminded of the intimacy of our early familial bonds. And hence, the less free we instinctively are to express our sexual desires without fear or reservation. An incest taboo, originally designed to limit the genetic dangers of inbreeding, can thus succeed in inhibiting and eventually ruining our chances of enjoying intercourse with someone to whom we are not in the remotest way.
Woo, that man was cooking with some rare truffle oil, avocado oil, saffron oil. The voice of reason has come full circle on KBLA Talk 1580. How close is too close? How close is too close? Is your relationship in the Goldilocks zone where there's a perfect balance of distance, independence, and closeness, intimacy? Talk to me tonight. 1-800-920-1580. How can you communicate your need for more or less closeness in your current relationship? Call me. 1-800-920-1580. What role does trust play in determining the appropriate level of closeness or distance in your relationship? How can fear of intimacy impact the level of closeness and or distance in your relationships? Do you have any strategies for maintaining a healthy level of closeness or distance in your relationship? Come on, I got questions. Do you have answers? Let me get to the phone lines. Who's been on the longest? Reggie, Austin, Texas. Get in here.
Man, every time I think I know what I want to say, you play another clip, and it kind of throws me off, man. All right, the first clip was about the planets, and that kind of made sense to me. When you said that the Earth is in the Goldilocks zone, that makes sense. Because Earth is always moving. So the Goldilocks zone isn't a fixed place. I mean, Earth continues to spin, it continues to move. And I think if we want to be in a Goldilocks zone in our relationships, we can't be stagnant either. So it can't be a place that we continually stay. It's a place that we visit, but it's not a place that we continually dwell. And
I like that, Reggie. I see. Boy, hey, I love that, Reggie. You flipped it on us. You said, although Earth is in the Goldilocks zone, in relation to the sun, the Earth is yet still moving, and it is not a stagnant situation. Come on, Reggie.
Right.
Reggie, get in here, man.
But, well, and I mean, it makes sense because, all right, a tailor-made suit is close to you, right? But a straitjacket is close to you as well.
Oh wow, here we go. Yeah.
So I need a suit. I don't need a straitjacket. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's that degree of extremity that kind of drives the life out of your relationship. And I don't want that degree of extremity because it's probably fueled by fear.
Come on.
And it's that fear that's acted out in the way that you want to be close to each other all the time. So close that I can't tell where I end and you begin.
Or so far that I don't even know you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Those extremes that both work together. It just makes sense. That's where trust comes in. I need some distance in the relationship so that I see who I am and I see who you are.
Right.
And that's what attracted me to the woman that I love anyway.
So wait a minute, Reggie. You just brought something to. So you're saying there are different intervals in an intimate relationship where you need a bird's eye view of your partner. Now, a bird's eye view is really far away. That's why the bird's eye is so keen. Its sight is so keen. You need a bird's eye view, and you can get that in distance. Is that what you're saying, Reggie?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You said it much better than I did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, but that's what you inspired, brother. And now I got to ask you the $1 million question.
Okay.
What did you just do?
Man, come on. You brought Austin in the building.
You brought Austin, Texas in the building. If you want to bring your city into this national conversation, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, I'm going to Oakland. My hometown is in the building. I'm going to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm going to Dallas, Texas. Come on now. When we come forward, more from the callers.
Stop, bitch, and clicky clang.
Yo, come on, y'all. Keep those super chats coming. Hey, keep those super chats coming. This is my Friday, so y'all know y'all gotta rock with me, right? I got records. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna go talk to Andy. Yes, sir. What up, Ty? You know how I do, Ty. Hey, everybody hit the like button. Hey, that's a great question. I'm going to ask it on air. True, what's worse, a clingy man or a clingy woman?
You're just like the athletes, like they're in your zone. You're out there, you're keeping them. As soon as like
Hey,
big time, it's like, oh.
Once I get on the radio, I turn it up. Shit, I be damn near depressed off the radio. Once I get on the radio, it be different. Suge Mac 510. Hey, man, y'all keep showing up. If everybody dropped a 5 spot, it's 40 people in here. If everybody dropped at least $5, man, it would be a great day. It would be a great day for the show. Please show your support. Please show your support. Hey, man, and let me just say this. I hate insurance companies and the companies that work for them. My car got sideswiped last week, right? I call my insurance company. The insurance company don't want to pay. I got great insurance, but they sent like, hey, is the door dent? I said, no, it's not dented. They're like, oh, good. So they sent over an estimation for $63. Then I go to the spot, you know what I'm saying, to get it fixed, and they trying to get everything. Looks like there's a scratch on the fender and a scratch on the door. Let us replace the fender and the door. I said, can you buff that out? No, don't. He said, no. Why do that? Just get a whole new door. Ooh. Hey, listen to this falsetto. Boy. Man, Michael Jackson, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason is on fire tonight. My playlist is always my co-host. So that was Give It Up by the Jacksons, man. Fire record. I know a lot of people ain't heard it in a long time, but I had to play it. And then, of course, we played a Troop record. I Want to Get Next to You. That was the first record right there from their final album on Atlantic Records. I think that was around 92 or 3. Great record. Not a very known record, but still a great record from a great R&B, 90s R&B group. Troop, man. So you already know my playlist is my co-host. We're having a great topic tonight. Great discussion within intimate relationships. How close is too close? And we've got callers from all over the nation. So let's get these callers in here. We already know who's up next. Sean, Oakland, California. Get in here.
Hey, brother Zell. Well, first of all, I want to give a shout to Reggie, a caller earlier. I thought he was on point, with the Goldilocks thing. So I thought that was very interesting because, we, planet Earth, they say is in the Goldilocks zone, right? But you got to remember, there's probably almost 1 billion other Goldilocks zones in our universe. Mm-hmm. So I just want people to have a bigger thought process, like, yeah, we aren't the only one, no, but I'm not, don't ask me about aliens and all that. What I am saying is the universe is... Hey, that's the X-Files, baby. I love that. So, yeah, but what I'm saying is, in your relationships, right, the Goldilocks zone, is it, are you in one? I am right now. But I've been in and out of them. So that was kind of why I love what Reggie was saying, because, look, if you're really in a serious relationship, like one that you think's either you're gonna get married, or how I am, like, been married for 30 plus years, you're gonna go in and out of those zones. And you need to understand that it requires you to be present. It requires you to be mindful of the fact that you're going to go through all kinds of very difficult things in life. Because it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter your status, it doesn't matter any of that stuff that we all know, how many likes you have, how many followers you have. It matters of how do you use that time mindfully, like Andy talking about the weekends with his loved one.
He's gonna say his boo? You can say his boo. Go ahead, Sean. You can say that. Sean was about to stop himself. When he was hanging out on the weekend with his boo. Go ahead, Sean. Say it.
Well, that's right. And you know what? That's smart. Because I'll tell you what, when I talk to people, get those date nights. Get those date weekends if you have kids. Those are rare. Mm-hmm. But the whole thing is, are you mindful? Are you trying to, make those Goldilocks moments last? Or are you, because look, we're all going to have to deal with issues. We're all going to have to deal with struggle. We're all going to have to deal with hard times. But if you communicate to your better half that, hey, we're in this together. And by the way, it's going to sound like, idealistic. We on this planet Earth are all in this together.
That's right. Now, Sean, where did my Chattanooga call go? Chattanooga, get back in here. All you got to do is call us 1-800-920-1580. But let me get this right, Sean. You're telling me that healthy relationships have an appreciation for their Goldilocks moments, where they found a balance, but then they also have a contingency plan for when they're outside of their Goldilocks zone. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, I mean, a variation of that. I mean, the main thing is that you're not going to be
in that beautiful moment all the time. There's no way. I mean, that's not real life. That's the real life is that you're going to have moments of success and happiness, and everyone's doing it's rolling, everything's going great. But if you bring that positive mojo into your house, even when the times kind of slip off because you have difficulties, you know, that's the key. Everyone looks for the one rock. And I don't mean The Rock, although I love him. He grew up in Hayward at one point. I'm telling you, if you are the positive force when things go bad, everyone's going to look at you as The Rock, and you got to lift it up towards that Goldilocks moment.
Man, I appreciate it. You know what you just did, right?
Absolutely, brother. Zoe Williams bringing the entire country in the world into the building.
Hey, man, we appreciate it. Oakland, California is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, please call me at 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, oh, no, I'm good. I got time. Hey, Truemonger, Dallas, Texas has made an appearance. Get in here.
Yes, sir.
What's up, good brother? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
I think it's a good topic. Definitely one I don't think a lot of people talk about. I think that, like Sean and I think Reggie also brought this up, there needs to be a balance. Sometimes if you force it, either one is not going to work out too well. If you try to force yourself to be too close and now let it happen organically, it's going to cause an issue. And if you constantly push your partner away, always trying to keep distance is going to be a problem. You need to find some sort of even level playing field where you can afford each other both when it's needed. You know?
Right.
Have those close moments, and when each partner needs distance, allow them to have it. Because everybody needs it. We need both, to be honest with you. But it's like people don't want to respect either one. It's like, oh, if your partner wants to be close, but you may be going through something and you might not be feeling the same way, they think it's an issue with them. And it's not necessarily that, it just may be going through something. That's where the communication comes in. But even with that, your partner still might feel a type of way about it. All you can do is your partner and explain it clear as you can, and then where the next day brings, try to work out then.
So true.
It's always gonna be, yeah.
Can answer me this question, because you asked it in the chat really quickly. Which is worse, a clingy man or a clingy woman in a relationship? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't even speak from my perspective. I think if your woman is real clingy, it's not gonna be good long term. It's gonna make you want to surf outside of that, because it's gonna eventually get on your nerves. And you have to, especially if you have to keep explaining it to her, and it doesn't sink in. If she keeps trying to force it, it's gonna make you want to explore other options, which won't be good for either one of you. But I'm sure women feel the same way when it comes to a clingy man.
Right.
I think both of them are unnatural, in my opinion. But I think they're trying to find that, trying to fill a void somehow. Or maybe they didn't get the attention they needed when they were younger or whatever. So they try to force it onto their partner.
Okay, I got it. Hey, True. What did you just do, man?
Spot D-Town in the building.
D-Town? I thought that was... Oh, that is Dallas. The Big D, right? It's not Detroit. Okay, cool. Dallas is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. Get at me, get at me, get at me. Listen, this relationship stuff is not as easy as many people want to make it out to be. Like, we ask to be in relationships. We want to be in relationships. But I ask the question now, how much work have you put into self, right? And relationships, in my opinion, in my estimation, are about consistent self-adjustments. You're consistently adjusting. You're consistently learning and changing, and you have to make self-adjustments. Oftentimes, we're too focused on our partner's changes, and we lose sight of the work that we're supposed to be doing. Consistent self-changing. Listen, when I come forward, I'm going back to the phone lines. If you want to bring your city in the building, you know the deal. 1-800-920-1580. All right, look. We have no callers on the line. True was the last caller. Tapped in. Call in. Come on, tapped in. Get in here. Atala, get in here. Nzinga, get in here. I want to hear from my peoples. He who thinks, get in here. Definitely got to say Truemonger brought the fire, so come on. Sunday Winter, get back in here. Oh, and by the way, we're at $79.98. We $20 away from $100. So come on in here, get busy with us. Hey, December Dawn, thank you, fam. Nzinga, thank you. Nzinga got her own song. We be singing. Nzinga. Get in here. Truemonger hit us with some bread. Miss JB hit us with some bread. Get in here. Show your love.
Tap in. All right, tap in here. You feel me?
Dallas is the original Big D as well. Sorry, I didn't know.
Sorry, I didn't know. Don't sing your goons. I'm sorry, I'm feeling the coffee.
First off, we got to put a coffee quota on you. You should not be drinking coffee in here, because when you get coffee, you start tripping. Nah, for real, like she started tripping like.
No, you so I do not be tripping. You don't never gotta make me sound crazy like
when
that.
You get that coffee, you start tripping.
Don't listen to him, y'all. I do not be tripping.
I'm lying? Because that's what you're saying. You saying I'm lying.
It's good.
She get that goddamn caffeine, she be like, bang, 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 bang. I be like, the fuck? Bouncing off the motherfucking walls. You hear me?
We gotta bring that energy. Happy Friday.
Monique's journey. Hey, Monique, I need to hear from you. You should call in. Monique, call in. You know, thank you, sister.
Call in, baby.
You've been rocking with us solid all week long. Everybody say thank you to this sister, man. Come on, Monique.
In trouble, I'm gonna do the call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs, fantasies, and fetishes?
Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait?
Trust me, it's gonna be crazy.
The child was weird, and you still had to play child
It was a very heated topic.
I was that right.
Mama's baby.
Everybody hit that like button. Thank you, Monique.
Betrayal has been committed. Hit you with the bad touch routine. How does he maintain his households? Why can't you open up, brother?
Spider-Man on the inside. They don't show their weakness.
Second hour.
How do you make women so well? So Williams.
And accountability.
The voice of reason.
What do many broken Hollywood couples, such as Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, have in common? The couple was incredibly similar and very close. They were like twins, dressing and speaking similarly, but no longer being identified as their own individual persons, but rather as a pair. They were able to flawlessly describe their partner, were unable to go a whole day without seeing them, and shared everything with each other. Is this unhealthy? Does this lead to breakups? It has been noted by researchers that those couples who are very similar lack a sense of individualism. Because they're physically and emotionally the same person, they do not tend to have long-lasting relationships with each other compared to those who have some distance between them. However, it is important to add that researchers also note that closeness most likely is not the root of the problem, but rather the lack of distance. Inclusion of other self is a test given by psychologists that measures how close that someone feels to their partner in their relationship. Often done by a pictorial, questionnaire, or paper test, they look at how much the couple share personality traits, identity, values, and points of view. Through this test, medical researchers can correlate closeness and happiness. It was found that couples that had some distance were the happiest and strongest. Not too much distance, nor too little. The couples, a Professor Frost noted, knew that they could be closer, but they were happy being as close as they were. It's not how close you feel that matters most, it's whether you are as close as you want to be, even if that's not really that close at all. People who yearn for a more intimate relationship and people who crave more distance are equally at risk of having a problematic relationship. In order to find a relationship that better suits you, set out with an idea of how close you would like to be with your partner, and do not settle with someone who falls above or below your standard. That way, there's less potential for fights over being too clingy or too distant. It'll be at the closeness level that you both prefer. This tactic, stated by Foster, could be used not only in romantic relationships, but also platonic relationships, such as with family members, coworkers, and friends. This way, you can be happy in all your relationships.
Wow, that's deep. A lot of people don't even think about relationships that way. Let's just be honest. We just get together, we're self-unaware, we don't know what our communication style is, we don't know what our attachment style is, we don't know what generational curses we carry, we don't know what unhealed trauma, and it all just gets thrown up into the relationships face. Right? This is why conversations like these are so important. Now, we got people from all over the country that want to jump in. We got Indianapolis, we got Houston, Texas, we got Mississippi. Oh, shoot, here we go. Who's been on the longest? Ronan, Indianapolis, Naptown. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic? Talk to us.
Elders on me, how are you?
Oh, man, I'm alive and well, brother. How you?
I'm good. This is a very interesting topic. I just wanted to chime in a little bit.
Well, go ahead, because I already know what's coming. Come on.
I think, yeah, what the message said was true. A lot of people don't either respect or haven't even established relationship parameters. I think the toughest part about intimacy is like trying to have a relationship with someone who divorced themselves or someone who's dependent on emotional alimony.
They need a monthly emotional check. Come talk to me more. Come on.
So a lot of times they jump into a new relationship trying to put the faith of the old person on the new one. They wonder why they get the same old result, if not worse. So they don't have that time to actually heal themselves. So if they never address a negative narrative that they're driven by, they end up being relationship welfare recipients.
Okay, stop. Listen, hey, Ronan, don't come in here with these quips, man. No, they got a relationship. Hey, I was about to say something real bad. Stop, man. Don't come in here. Come on now. Go ahead, Ronan. Finish your thought, man.
Okay, I refer to them as relationship welfare recipients because they want all the benefits, but they do refuse to put in the work.
Ooh.
And it comes to a point. So it comes to a point where you have to basically cut them off. Now they don't know what to do, so they end up being relationship squatters. So when you take that time to heal yourself, you'll be able to have a healthy relationship with yourself so that way you know what to give on that person, not just respectable distance, but respectable love and growth.
And you know what, Ronan, you cooking so good right now. Let me ask you, do me a favor. Think on this for a second, bro.
Okay.
Don't you think we need to normalize that time has nothing to do with healing? See, let me tell you something about healing. And this is what I've learned experientially. If you put in the work on yourself and you do not pay attention to the clock, you're going to wake up one day healed. Do you see? So many people think time, or the time I put into healing. The reason why you're looking at the clock, because you can't wait to stop the self-healing journey.
Yeah.
You understand? So when people pour into themselves and they say, you know what? I was responsible for this. I was a co-creator of that. This is claim over blame, right? And you start putting in the work. You start doing the work. And you're not paying attention to the seconds ticking. You're going to wake up and not know how much time has passed. But you're going to wake up healed. Does that make sense, brother?
Oh, it makes perfect sense. And that's like, I think we talked about off and on, but like all that that interpersonal work without accountability is called relationship time card fraud.
Here we go. Relationship time card fraud. Go ahead, keep going.
No, my thing is like, okay, like in most relationships, you're there, present, you show up. But when it comes to relationship, it's the equivalent of you sitting there in the bathroom break, taking 45 minutes off. You're not doing the work you're supposed to do. You know, you got this person basically working themselves to death to keep you as average as a person.
Ooh.
And after a while, you get fired.
Ronan, I got one more question. I got one. What, Ronan? What did you just do, man?
So Indianapolis in the building.
Naptown is in the building. Ronan came in here and set this mug on fire. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us at 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, your brother Zoe is going to do what he does. I'm going to get y'all in here to speak your piece. Now, Sunday Winter, now's the time to call. Sunday Winter was our caller from Chattanooga. I want to hear from you when I come forward. Ronan, whoa. Man, Ronan set this mug on fire. God damn, Ronan. Now, who cannot relate? He definitely brought the brokenness with the brokenness. Did he come in here and act a complete fool or no? God damn, Ronan. That was great. We got to clip that up. Hey, that might be her. No, we can't drop Nikki. Okay, so they see you calling, but if they pick it up, somebody's gonna drop. We don't want somebody to drop, so hold tight. I'm gonna tell you when to call again, okay? I'm gonna run through these callers, and I'm gonna get you in. I need you from Chattanooga now. Hey, Ronan acted a fool tonight. God dang. And do you know that Arabia is over here on a calculator? Are you doing?
I'm not.
Are you doing algebra?
I'm not about to play with you, okay? Okay.
You over there doing math problems? What is Arabia? Arabia over here taking a math test. What? You're not on the calculator. All right. I looked over there. Arabia's over there. What the fuck is happening? No, I definitely want to hear it. Girl, you from Chattanooga. It better be a Christian perspective. What? I would not expect anything less. Chattanooga. Chattown. Chattown. That's what I want to hear. I've been married 15 years and only been with one man, my husband. All right. All right now.
All right now.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. No judgment zone here. Yeah, absolutely. We ain't gonna judge. What? Coming back with the song? What do y'all think of tonight's topic? Put up an emoji. Put up an emoji. However you feel. Ooh. My playlist is my co-host. Just let me come on in. I know I got it. But that record was so powerful. Oh, Atlantic Star, closer than close. We're talking about how close is too close in an intimate relationship. Intimate relationships are a complex interplay of closeness and distance, where finding the right balance is crucial for the relationship's ultimate success. On tonight's show, we have tried to delve into the concept of closeness within intimate relationships. We're exploring enmeshed relationships. We're emotionally enmeshed. We feel in each other so deeply that we feel awkward when we're not around each other. We're emotionally enmeshed, right? We're also talking about the definition of closeness, the potential consequences of being too close, and the importance of maintaining a healthy level of independence, a sense of self, a self that is centered in the self. This is who I am, with or without you. That part of you must be maintained. What are enmeshed relationships? Enmeshed relationships occur when boundaries between individuals become blurred, leading to a loss of individuality and autonomy. In such relationships, partners may have difficulty distinguishing their own thoughts, emotions, and desires from their partners. This lack of differentiation can hinder personal growth and create dependency, ultimately stifling the relationship's potential for growth and fulfillment. Then we have to come into this relationship with an understanding of just what closeness is. Closeness in relationship is a multifaceted concept. In other words, it's vague in and of itself. Closeness, because what's close to you, subjective at the very least, what's close to you may not be close to me, right? Closeness is a multifaceted concept that encompasses both emotional and physical aspects. Relationship scientists define closeness as the degree to which individuals include aspects of their partner's self-concept within their own. Who you are is seen, acknowledged, heard, and recognized by me and I create a space for it within me. That's closeness. That's heavy right there. And then we talked about the Goldilocks zone. The Goldilocks zone in a relationship refers to the optimum balance between closeness and independence. In healthy relationships, individuals are emotionally bonded, but also maintain a sense of independence. They value and enjoy spending time together, but they also recognize the importance of personal space and individual pursuits. This delicate balance allows for personal growth, it allows the relationship to grow. It allows for self-fulfillment. It allows for self-respect. It allows for, hey, I've created a space for you and you've created a space for me. But guess what? That space doesn't have to always be filled. You get to vacate the space from time to time to go do you. So long as you come back and do us. Uh-oh. Are y'all ready for tonight? I don't know. We got callers all over the country. Let's get their perspectives in here. Who wants to talk? Who's been on the longest? Nikki from the SIP. Get in here. Nikki from Mississippi. Talk to me.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, sister. How are you? You know I am excited to hear your thoughts on this.
Just some food for thought.
Mm-hmm.
Relative to creating space for your partner and yourself. I had an experience where my guy had to learn the difference between hugs and being held. Now, he's evolved to a point where he'll ask for which one it is that he needs, because now he knows the difference. Often, we need to be held. I was saying in the chat, sometimes I need you to hold me tightly. Not necessarily to talk and not relative to being sexual, but the tightness of you holding me can create a space where I'll calm down.
Safe. It's a safe space.
Correct.
Yes, keep going.
He had to learn that it's okay for him to have that space, to want that space as a man, and to ask for it when he needs it. In the event that I haven't picked up on, maybe I should ask you, do you need a hug or big deal? Because in the intimate space of our relationship, he learned in the hugging of me, which can sometimes lead to the holding of me, that closeness that you're talking about in your topic tonight develops to a point that the intimacy that we share comes from that place. He can hear me from across town resonating, or I can hear him from across town resonating, having evolved in that space.
That's a beautiful. I'm listening to you, and can the space has to have, or the person that is doing the holding has to hold with no expectation. They have to hold with no judgment. They have to hold with a single mind or a single thought in mind, and that is safety, empathy, compassion, caring. You come in here and I provide this space for you, but I don't want anything. I don't want you to reciprocate. I'm just here as a vessel to allow you to feel what you might not feel out in the world. And that is safe. Talk to me about that, Nikki.
And as a man, we are often not taught in our homes or our upbringing that it's okay if you need that space.
Mm.
And that if you are seeking a long-term relationship or union, with your significant other,
Mm-hmm.
that, when you say you got me, that's a place where you got me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay for me as a man to just need that release. Not even to talk like audible words, but to feel the release in his body.
Mm.
See, when that starts to happen, when you feel the body give, see, his mind will give then. His spirit will give.
Wait. I need you to stop. Because I don't know. Andy, get the church, get the organ up in. I don't know who she ministering to. But let me tell you something, ladies.
Yes, sir.
You are not weak if you create a cocoon for your man
Yep.
in the form of being held. Oh Lord, she is teaching y'all how to make a safe space for him to release his tension, his fear, his anger, his disappointment, his frustration with you. She just told you how to do it.
And he'll keep coming back.
Ooh.
You can't get that nowhere else.
My. That's a sermon. Keep going, Nikki. I need 2 more verses from your book of safe space. Wow.
We think, because we're taught, society teaches us closeness and proximity is supposed to produce this magnanimous relationship. But that's not really where that comes from. When you can create a space because you have done your inner work enough to make room. Jesus is with us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to invite him. Can you please come get in my boat situation?
Come on.
That's the first thing.
Come on.
Okay? For him to respond. Same thing with people. Can you make room for me? Without a judgment coming, or if we have a disagreement, 2 days later you're going to remind me of it. No, it's not punitive. And that, particularly from a man's perspective, because sometimes he can be taught it's a weak place, but
right.
For him to desire it.
So when it's time, right? When it's time, because there's this Goldilocks space that is balanced between closeness and separation. When it's time, some of that closeness should be used. Listen to what Nikki just said this evening, people. Some of that closeness should be used, and I'm saying both partners, men and women, we should use this time to hold the pain out of each other.
That's an undergirding in your relationship. That makes a strong foundation. Again, they keep coming back to the place that's a strong foundation because they can't get it anywhere else. You can get laid a lot of places, but you can't make love and be intimate anywhere but here.
Nikki, what did you just do, Nikki? Nikki, what just happened? What did you just do, sweetheart? The SIP is in the building. Hey, listen, man, if y'all don't go down to the SIP and visit Nikki, just drop some tithes on her porch. I know she got a porch. She in Mississippi. She got to have a porch, man. Wow, she is absolutely cooking. Listen, we still got callers from all over the country, man. And she laid into us something very... many people want to be held, right? And yes, they deserve to be held. Held without expectations. held without judgment, held without comparison, held without condemnation. Yes, we need to be held, but once we are held and we soften and we relax, we should reciprocate. We should turn to the person that was available for us when we needed to be held. We should turn to that person and say, come on, get some of this. The reciprocity of being held. That is powerful. Listen, when I come forward, I'm going to Houston, Texas, and Detroit, Michigan. But if you want to bring your city in this conversation, because it's on fire, call us right now. I want to hear from Sunday winners from Chattanooga. Call us now. Woo, Nikki.
Woo! Woo!
Nikki, my Lord. Nikki. God damn. Nikki said, where the free throw line at? I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take off from behind it. Where the 3-point line? Damn. Nikki. Listen, we still below $100. We're at,
y'all.
but not far. We are 3 cents away.
3 cents away.
99.97 is where we at. Lord have mercy now. After that powerful word, y'all cannot tell me. Every time that lady call in here, I don't know that lady. But every time, that's a church mother. Every time that lady call in, she dropped something on us that got everybody in here like, woo. What in the world?
The champ is here.
Hey, no question. Listen, my super chat button is at the bottom of the chat. Miss JB, you already did it, JB.
Come on, baby. Oh, look at all the love.
JB, you already did it. Thank you. Come on, y'all. Don't let it all sit on JB. JB done gave $60 to the $100 we got.
Oh, wow.
So there's a little $5. Hey, look, I'm asking $5. Everybody, there we go. But Suge, you already did it. We want the people that are in here that are getting this good information. Because can't nobody in the world tell me. Thank you, Nzinga. Can't nobody in the world tell me that this content it's not life-changing.
My hard-working man over there and the founder.
Come on now, let's be honest.
Whatever happened to Fred?
Is this life-changing information or no? I don't know where Fred is. He at the Foundry.
He probably got married 3-4 times.
You know, Fred, anything could happen. Y'all gotta be honest now. Somebody could use this information to change their life.
Send it to somebody. That way you don't have to be like, you know what, your relationship fucked up, but I got, you can just send it to them.
Watch this. It's life-changing shit.
I just came across this radio show, girl. I think you could learn.
Take a listen.
Yeah, just
Monique's Journey. I'm coming to you, honey. Thank you.
I'm
wow.
coming to you, honey.
This is the church on air. We ain't quite the church.
Because the motherfucker will get clipped out.
Well, not on air.
Not on air. Behind the scenes, y'all. Behind the scenes.
Did Rabia say you was at the Foundry? No. She said Fred was at the Foundry. For me, this is the Foundry. I come in here, I be like, oh, I'm at the Foundry.
That damn near be depressed when I'm not here.
Listen, when I'm not on the radio, I was in the goddamn lounge today. I think I said about 3 words.
You crazy.
I don't even be talking.
You don't.
I was in that goddamn chairman's lounge. The door was closed. I was in the chairman's lounge at least 4-5 hours.
Was the TV on or mute? Or was it mute?
The TV was on, but the volume was off.
Told you. That sounds like some shit. TV on mute. Just in there. Loud as heck with yourself.
Just in there like, I ain't say a motherfucking word. Dude came in. You good? Give me a cup of ice. You want something to drink? Give me a Dr. Pepper. And that's it.
They sell Dr. Pepper there?
Hell yeah.
Seems just for you. I've never heard a place sell Dr. Pepper.
Truemonger said thoughts be thoughtin'. I be in there deep. Like, I mean, when I tell, listen, I'm Gemini. When I tell you, man, my thoughts have me on an entirely different galaxy. I be on another planet, in another galaxy, an incalculable distance from this one. I be like,
it's the facial expressions for me.
I'll be gone. And if don't nobody walk in that door, sometimes motherfucker walk in, you want something to eat?
Lord. You mad at people? You here on Earth, sir. Sorry to bother you.
I be like, motherfucker, did I come outside? Don't come in here and ask me shit.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
I got a little rule, too. My rule is, if you see my phone up to my face, don't talk to me.
Oh, wow.
If my phone is like this here, and I'm like this here, see, you ain't got to hear somebody else's voice, right? See, I think people want to come in and hear a voice on the phone, so they go, oh, you on the phone. No, I'm going to help you. When I'm here, I'm right. If I got to look over the phone, don't say nothing to me now. Don't say nothing.
You're crazy.
I swear to God, today, I said about 3 words.
I believe you.
Because I thought about it today. I thought, like, when I got here, because I didn't really say shit here either. When I got here, I said, nigga, you ain't said shit today. The fuck?
You're crazy.
Shit fucked me up. Nigga, you not talking now?
You're not talking. You're not talking now?
Clip after the drop. It's a short one though. It's the short clip. Yeah.
So I got this
But then we do got one more. You ain't gotta play that one.
my
Okay.
2 times here. And even when I tried to correct it, she couldn't get past how she was disrespected, neglected my effort, a pair with no trust, dirty games and affairs that be tearing us up. If things are picture perfect, is it really worth it? I have an idea, but I need to know for certain. I think I am afraid of intimacy and closeness. Okay, fair enough. And that's a very common fear. You're not alone. You may think you're alone enough, but you definitely aren't. And it's also a justified fear. I mean, if you allow someone to be close to you, then you open yourself up to them and they can hurt and betray you. So, of course, there's reason to be afraid. So what do you do about that? Well, there's reason to be afraid of lack of intimacy and distance. You want to be alone for the rest of your life? That's a frightening thought. In all likelihood, it's not that easy to get through life on your own. You know, it's lonesome and difficult. And if you're in trouble,
you don't have someone to help you out, and you don't have someone to help when they're in trouble, and you don't have anyone to share your triumphs with, and all of that. So that's not good. So you might be afraid of intimacy, but you should be at least as afraid of its lack. And so maybe those fears can balance. You say, well, I'm afraid of intimacy, so I won't go there. Well, you're not afraid enough of being alone, and so you got to bring that up.
Man, that man was preaching. Dr. Jordan Peterson, you got to give him his. As afraid as you are of not having distance, you should be as afraid of not having intimacy. Closeness. It is healthy adults, healthy people who understand that both must exist in your intimate relationships, and not for selfish reasons, but just for healthy reasons. When I say selfish reasons, sometimes people want closeness because they want sex, they want attention, they want what they want in that moment, right? And I'm saying, hold tight. Do it as a collaborative act. Want closeness with someone who wants it in that moment with you. Don't want it just because you want it. Want it because the two of you want it. Now, this is a level of development that we must get to. And the same is true for distance. Want distance collaboratively. We've been close. We're vibing. Yes, now let's collaboratively take a little leave. Go recharge. Go reconnect, right? The collaboration of physical intimacy, emotional intimacy, mental intimacy, communicative intimacy, in conjunction with self or independence, right? Yes, these things have to swing back and forth. A pendulum, right? A pendulum. We have to learn how to determine the level of closeness we want. And we have to have a partner who is strong enough in their sense of self to be a collaborator of it with us. That's what communion is. You need this kind of space. I know my partner. They need this kind of space. Oh, well, I know my partner. They need this kind of intimacy. And then we collaborate on giving and taking, sharing and supplying and supporting. But it's a difficult process if one hasn't conquered self. Let's get our callers in here. Atala's been on the longest. I didn't mean to keep you that long, child. Get in here. Atala?
Okay, sorry, Uncle Joe.
That's
I was having a little bit of technical difficulties. How are you?
Yes. I'm all right. Now I'm on the radio. I'm okay.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to chime in a little bit on the topic of enmeshment.
Mm-hmm.
Because even your question, right? Closest to close? We don't know. We tell you how we don't. We don't know.
Come on.
We have no idea. We don't know how to determine that. And when I say we, I mean just general population, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm coming out of a situation at home that is enmeshed, and I'm going to get into that a little bit, but if I'm coming out of a situation that's enmeshed, there's no boundaries, there is a lack of accountability there, all of that, then yeah, it's going to make me a little bit more avoidant, right? If I'm coming from a home that's starved of attention, yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more anxious, if you will, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm speaking from the point of view of someone who is truthful avoidant, so I thought it was interesting when you played the clip, because a lot of people don't really know what that's like. I would kind of describe it as like almost like bipolarism of intimacy.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. I'm listening. Go ahead. Share it, child. Share it now.
I'll be frustrated myself because, and I find this a lot, like even with new relationships, friendships, I kind of examine how the relationship may be going, how often we may be talking, how we're kind of responding to each other. And I find myself in the weirdest moments when things are maybe getting a little too close. Like, I just kind of want to pull away. And I'm like, why am I like this? So that made me start kind of studying not only myself, but also other people, healthier people, in the way that they handle situations. You know, True was talking about clinginess. I feel like that's a matter of timing, but also perception. Right? Like, if you're 3 weeks into a relationship and you're talking about marriage, whoa, what is that? If you're 3 months into it, even for, you know, for a lot of people is a lot, because there's certain steps that need to be taken. So if you're not communicative and having conversations in terms of, I guess you could say, your expectations or how you may behave once that lovey-dovey phase wears off, I think it just kind of creates complications.
I love it. Guess what you just did, child?
How about Houston in the building?
H-Town in the building. But where is Los Angeles? Where is LA? Now, I don't understand the disrespect, LA. Oh, yes, it's disrespectful, because I be seeing y'all in the streets, and people be like, yo, show, brother. Yeah, hey, LA. Listen, man, don't get funny style with me, Los Angeles. I'm LA too. Well, I'm Pasadena. Well, that's LA, Southern California. We 15 minutes away. Don't do me, Los Angeles. Y'all should be calling in here. Don't let the rest of the country dominate your platform. Y'all should be calling in. I just want to say thank you, Attila Phillips, for being so open and transparent. It's a testament to the show. It's a great compliment to the show. And I appreciate you for feeling safe enough to say, hey, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm dealing with. And we appreciate everybody who calls, regardless of where they call from. LA, show up and show out. Andy, your thoughts?
Well, LA's over here all day, but
okay.
You know why LA don't be calling in?
Why?
Because LA is superficial like a mud.
Ooh.
So when you come on and you start speaking that truth, they scared. The insecurities pop up and they're just like, you know what? I don't know if I want to call in.
LA, y'all gonna let Andy, who is LA, basically say y'all punks? Y'all soft as Doctor's cotton? Y'all gonna let Andy? Said y'all scary. Don't let Andy do that. 1-800-920-1580. LA, get in here. When I come forward, I'm going to Detroit, Michigan to talk to my homegirl, Monique. Andy said, hell no, y'all some bitches. That's what he wanted to say. And you know, Arabia don't take too kindly to that. Arabia like, what? Oh, this is my shit.
One of the more than 100,000 California tenants who were rejected or delayed when applying for COVID rental assistance. You've got a second chance. Under the terms of a new settlement, California's Housing and Community Development Department agreed to audit its past denials. The program ended in March 2022, but the advocacy groups, Alliance of Californians for Community Empowerment, Policy Link, and Strategic Actions for a Just Economy sued the department. According to the coalition's analysis of state data, the department rejected nearly 30% of all applicants. Under the settlement, the department agreed to clear all renters in the pipeline within 6 months. The settlement applies to anyone who sought assistance from the state's housing. So when we come back, go to Leroy first. April 1st, 2020. Only reason why is because he's not really going to chime in on the topic, but he's just taking heed to what me and you were discussing just now. Questions about the status and he's just like, sometimes people just want to listen. 833-430.
Now, hey, tell him I gotta take Monique first.
This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Woo! Hey, that little drop be banging. We only letting others have a voice, that's all. The LA team with Zoda is lit. Whoop! 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 I remember we had that event at that park, the KBLA birthday party event at the park. Some old man was saying, listen here now, what's your educational background? I listened to your show now. What are you, some type of doctor or something? Because you better than a lot of doctors. Now, who is you? It's an old man. He was like, now, just who is you, man? Because there ain't no regular shit that you just, that ain't no regular radio nigga right there. Who are you now? Tell me who you are. Regular radio people don't do that kind of shit.
Tell me
Who is you now? I said it's like, he was dead ass. Like, who is you?
Dead ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only voice of reason is in the building along with his co-host, my playlist. Come on, let it ride just a second. Just give us another 20 seconds of it. A little bump, huh? Hey. Not out here on the dance floor, though. Don't do it out here. We in the nightclub. Hey, the voice of reason. You already know what it is. Let me get my final callers in here for tonight. Monique from Detroit, get up in here.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too, sister. Thank you for always riding with me. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
I think that a lot of times trust and lack of fear can make a relationship a little bit more stronger. When you're talking about closeness, how it relates to intimacy, I could feel like you can be in the same house with someone and then you could be in the computer room, someone could be in the office, basement, or whatever, or you can go out without looking at, somebody blowing your phone up every 2 minutes. Where are you? Are you there? Maybe a couple of phone calls, are you safe? That's it. But a lot of people don't know that you can be far apart and still be close. You can cross town and be close. Knowing, like you said, the Goldilocks moment. You know that when you come together, it can be filled with intimacy. But all the time, it can just be filled with closeness. You can cuddle on the couch, or it's okay if someone's upstairs. I came in a household, and I'm glad that there was like those type of boundaries. I used to watch my parents. My mother taught, so therefore she came home and she had to, go to another space. And you knew, because she dealt with other people's children, give it 35 minutes, 40 minutes, come down, it's mama, dinner, everything, and sometimes dad made dinner because he could tell. And knowing that my father would come home, and his thing was he engaged with us immediately. But in hindsight, I noticed he did that because sit-down time was later. And he allowed us to learn that you do create a space for yourself. He allowed us as children to do that. We went to our rooms, whether on what are you doing, this or that. I'm so happy that I grew up like that. So now that I can respect people's spaces when I'm in, intimate relationships with people.
That's good stuff. Guess what you just did, child?
I brought the real D in the house.
She said the real D. Don't make it a battle between Dallas And Detroit. Hey, Monique, I appreciate you. Thank you for the call, sister. Okay. Inglewood done showed up. Leroy from Inglewood. Get in here, my final caller of the night. Inglewood got something to say to Andy. Talk to us, Ingle.
First and foremost, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can, brother.
No, quit with this juvenile stuff, brother. We listening to you, and as a matter of fact, we are actually listening.
Ooh, that's what you told Andy. I saw you in there chewing Andy out. I don't appreciate you calling my engineer and chewing him out now. Go ahead.
Well, he the one that got on there and got stuck in flip style going on with you. See, you the one did that. You the one opened that door. Knowing he been there too long. He been there too long now.
He been there too long.
Yeah, so we listening to you, man, and we appreciate what you do. We don't need you to be right.
That's
we
right.
need you to help us get ourselves right. Help give us our mirror so we can correct ourselves. So thank you. And don't be dragging Andy out there like that to make him reflect your fault.
I did that to Andy. Is that what I did?
You did that to Andy tonight. You did that to Andy. And you know it's on mine, but you did that to him.
Brother Leroy, you're right. I do have my own mind, but I gotta agree with Zoe. You know what I'm saying? We need LA to stand up, but at the same time, though, Leroy, I hear you though. Sometimes you gotta fall back, and we just gotta listen and take notes. So I respect that.
That's right. And we are listening to you and Krishnamurti and your playlist.
Yes. Oh, I love it, brother. I love it. Hey, thank you. Hey, guess what you just did, Leroy?
I reflected you is what I just did.
No, you supposed to say I brought it.
You.
You supposed to say I brought Inglewood in.
No, man, I ain't bring Inglewood in the building. I was already here. You just said that earlier, remember? 15 minutes away, you just said that. I didn't bring Inglewood in the building. I reflected you.
No.
That's what I did tonight.
You missing the show's little catchphrase for the callers. When you call in, see, but because you don't call in, you don't know the protocol. So next time when you try to get loud with me, understand where I'm coming from first, Leroy. Now, you know what, Leroy? You didn't bring nobody in the building. Hang up on Leroy. What in the Sam hell? Don't call in here acting a fool. I act a fool right with you, boy. LA, get your stuff together. Boy, tried to raise up. Don't raise up now. I'm gonna be in Inglewood in 2 minutes now. Oh, that was beautiful. I love it, man. KBLA is the best place in the world, man. This is great radio. Let me just say this. The concept of closeness, right, within intimate relationships. We've already discussed that it's multifaceted and that it requires a delicate balance. We talked about enmeshed relationships, characterized by blurred boundaries, as well as a loss of individuality. We talked about how all these things can hinder our personal growth and fulfillment, but personal growth in particular. Why personal growth in particular? Because relationships are designed to grow us up. So when we lack balance, right? When we don't have a Goldilocks zone in our own spirit, right? When we how would you have a Goldilocks zone in your own spirit? The Goldilocks zone that creates balance between the shadow and this visible person we get to see. This is why Carl Jung urged us to integrate our shadow into our persona, who we are perceived as out in the world. So you can create balance in a relationship once you create balance within yourself. Everybody in the chat room is rolling right now because they see how I could just flip on a dime. They saw me flip and then flip back to calm guy, the voice of reason. They're like, what in the world is that's a Gemini. Come on now. Come on. That's my Goldilocks. I can go dark and light on you real quick. No, but it is important that you create that internal balance. And conversations like these are simply designed for us to at least have the conversation. Okay? At least have the conversation. Healthy people want these conversations. Why? Because they want to create an equilibrium in their relationship so that they can continue to learn, so they can continue to expand and grow as an individual, as well as be able to share that with the person that triggered whatever unrequited wound that needed attention. Now, we started the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. Up next, you already know who she is. It's RSVP with Jill Monroe, the voice of reason. I'm out for the weekend, but guess what? I'll be back Monday with a whole list of fire topics. I'll holla. About to have an Aries Spears moment on this mug. What in the world? That was fun. That was fun. Andy, good job, bro. That was fun. I had to. What in the world? I had to flash real quick. Motherfucker don't know it happened in an instant. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Voice of Reason. I'll see y'all next week. Deuces.